everyone, and welcome to a Sims 4 speed build. Today we decided to go in The Sims 4. I haven't built in this game for quite some time, at least it seems like quite some time. So the house is a little bit different. I've created one kind of similar to this in The Sims 3, where the upstairs is your basic, your main living space, and the downstairs is the bedrooms. But this is kind of what I was thinking, and I thought it would fit really good for The Sims 4, so that is, the game that we're building it in. So I think it turns out pretty neat, actually. It looks bigger on the outside, at least I think anyway, when you're looking at it from the front, than, what it actually is. It's only like, I think, 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, I believe, but it comes, also has like an office and living room, dining room, your kitchen and everything that you need. So, but this is actually the second time I am trying to record this. The first time I tried doing the commentary, apparently my recording device on my program got changed and it did not record any of it. I went to double check the video before I hit save and to export it, and there was nothing. I was like, where's my commentary? Where did it go? It's always been there, always recorded whenever I needed to do it, and I don't recall ever having to change a setting before. So it took me, I did probably about 3 tests by the time I finally figured out that, the setting had been changed somewhere along the lines. So anyway, we're just going through figuring what kind of windows I thought would look best. I really like these ones with the shutters. I don't know why. The shutters just look so, I don't know, they're just so darn cute. But I like them because they're not too big. The window themselves are not really big. Like, they have the 1 windows I found. In fact, I even grabbed them to put in this house a couple times, and they're just so huge. I mean, they're so big, just so big. Oh my gosh. But the ones with the shutters, they seem like they're just the right size. So that's probably, I'll probably end up using the windows with the shutters anyway, quite a while, or quite a lot, because they just seem to be the perfect size. They're not too big, they're not too small. So I think they work really nice. So I do try to, vary the windows that I do use, just so it's not quite the same all the way through the entire build. But picking out windows isn't normally my best area when it comes to building. It's kind of like landscaping. I can, in The Sims 4 I'm doing, I think anyway, quite a bit better with landscaping, but I still don't really decorate the exterior very well, as in like lounge chairs or barbecues or anything like that. That just isn't my area, and that's kind of like windows. I just kind of plop some windows in that I think look good and then just kind of go with it. I don't normally have much of an idea of what I want to use. So but just continuing this patio, a little bit of a patio there on the side. I thought that kind of looked, would go really good underneath the bump out area of the house on the 2nd floor. And of course, it has those pillars and things like that too. So just, getting some more landscaping. And as most of you know, I can't remember what exactly I did in this house, even though I just built this a couple weeks ago. But I probably did not put very much in the way of furniture outside. I never know what to do with the exterior. I really don't. It's not my strong point. I can usually get plants and things like that in, but to actually furnish the exterior, yeah, most of my houses don't have that. I'm not very good with it, so I try to put plenty of plants, at least plenty of those. That way something for your eyes to look at. And so now we're just kind of moving on. Got a nice big deck there for you for your Sims to. You could probably put a barbecue. I don't know if I put a barbecue out on that or not. I guess we'll find out towards the end of the video. But yeah, that'd be, if I didn't put a barbecue or anything, outside on that deck, I'm sure plenty of room for you to have lounge chairs and things like that there. So that would look really nice. But just going through and doing the kitchen, it's just a simple, basic kitchen. The one thing I really hate about The Sims 4 is the lack of changing color. In order to get the cabinets to match, I had to use those upper cabinets. And I know those look nice, but I don't always want to use the same matching cabinets all the time. It would be nice to be able to have a base cabinet that you like and maybe use a different upper cabinet, but the colors, they never match, so you can't. You're kind of stuck using it. I don't mind too much about the lack of color and patterns and stuff in the game. I am getting a little bit used to it, but there's still times it just really aggravates me that I can't maybe tweak the color just a little bit. I'm not used to having such a mismatched house. I'm so used to having a house that all the rooms and colors flow with each other and you have themes and yeah, I'm not very good at this whole mismatch decorating thing, but I think it turns out. But just like with the curtains and everything, I don't mind using the same curtains if I could just alternate, colors more. Like in The Sims 3, you can use just about the same curtain the whole way through the house, but the fact that you can change the pattern to whatever you want gives it, a much bigger variety. So I do miss that a lot. So, but just a little side table here. I try to clutter as much as I can. We all know how I love declutter. It makes a house look like it's lived in. Most houses you're not gonna walk into and it's gonna be super, super, super clean. And that, and I don't know if that sink there works. I put some dirty dishes in there for you. So when your Sims are living here, they always have a pile of dirty dishes in the sink. I don't know why I did that. I don't know. I seen the pots and pans in the menus, and I was like, you know what? I'm sticking them in the sink. So I put them in the sink, and I really don't know if the sink works. At the time of this video, of this recording, this house has not been tested. Other than having a family and moving them into the house, I don't know how else you can test a lot. But I haven't really played The Sims 4 other than my one Let's Play. That's actually about the only playing of the game I've actually done. Even the game itself is just not, I don't know. I'm disappointed in the gameplay. I really am. Of The Sims 4. There's just some things that just make no sense to me, and it'd be nice if certain things would. The way the Sims act. I hate the way they act. Maybe that's what it is. I really can't stand how they act with each other. So that just really bugs me. It seems so unrealistic the way that they act. Always chatting. You can scream and yell at a Sim, and then very next thing the game chooses just to chat. I mean, really? If you just got screamed and yelled at by somebody, or even smacked, or whatever it is they do, are you really going to go into just chatting with that one? No, you're not going to just chat with them. You're going to come back with your own some kind of insult or something. And I'm sorry if some person was, some guy was flirting with me and made a move on me. I'm not going to just go, if I was interested anyway, I wouldn't just go and start chatting. I mean, that makes no sense. I guess that's just what really irritates me. You know, you get both the Sims in a flirty mood or something like that, but yet they don't socialize with each other very much with whatever mood they're in. They just go to chatting, and that, I don't know, that just bugs me. I don't know why, it just does. It seems, I don't know, it's disappointing. I like being able to let my Sims sometimes just leave them go and see what they end up doing, what kind of relationship they get out of it, or if will they make a pass on their own, things like that. And in this game, you leave them go and they just chat. That's all they do. They just chat. And that just that just seems, I don't know, I'm disappointed in that. I would have thought, I mean, my goodness, we're technology nowadays should be quite a bit better. And I know video games are a lot better. And this doesn't seem like we progressed, that's all. So, I hope they come out with another Sims, like a Sims 5 or whatever eventually. That would be awesome. But if they do, I hope that they at least make the gameplay itself, better, and not make it feel like we went back in time. That's all. So, but we're now working in the master bedroom. So, this build wasn't very, it didn't take me very long. A lot of, the slowness in my Sims 3 is just a lack of the speed of waiting for patterns and colors to load. Hopefully one day I won't have that problem and my speed builds will be a little bit quicker. It's not necessarily the time spent trying to choose colors, because a lot of times I already have an idea. The waiting for patterns to load, I think that's what causes a lot of my recording time and majority of my Sims 3 videos. So the Sims 4 tend to be a little bit quicker just because there's no lag in the loading or anything like that. So but we're just about done, actually. We're just getting into what could be a spare bedroom, guest bedroom, a teenager's bedroom. Actually, I think I kind of make it a mixture of a teen and child, because I put toys, I think, on the floor. So, yeah, so this room could basically be for just about any Sim, really. I don't think I really had any particular Sim in mind. I use a double bed mostly. The monsters on the bed kind of, I don't really like. So they kind of annoy me. So I might use double beds quite often, just so you don't have to deal with the darn monster under the bed. But there wasn't really a specific Sim in mind at the time of decorating this room. I just kind of put a bunch of stuff in, trying to fill up space and clutter it up and kind of make it look a little messy, I guess. So then, a little plaything outside and a couple more trees. I think that's really about all I do in the backyard. Like I said, I'm not much for decorating or doing a whole lot in the back. I apologize. Some people, they can come up with some real elaborate decorating for, their front yards and backyards, and mine usually just consists of a plant and some benches. So, but just going through getting some more lighting. I don't want to forget that. I like having lights in all my houses at night. So, but that is pretty much it. So we are now into the screenshots of this house. I think it turned out really neat. Normally when I build, I don't actually have a picture in my mind or anything of what I want. I just kind of like get a little bit of an idea or something, and then I just start sticking walls and things in different areas and just kind of see what happens. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye.